One of the most common questions I get is, when am I eligible to retire? And the answer is there's a couple of different factors, because it is based on your age and years of service. Okay. For most people, if you want an unreduced pension, meaning you have no penalty and you've met all of your obligations, it is going to be at your MRA, which is your minimum retirement age, and 30 years of service, or age 60 with 20 years of service, or age 62 with 5 years of service. If you achieve any of those, you are going to walk away with a full pension at retirement. Now, you are able to retire with your MRA and 10 years of service. So you do have the ability to do that. But what happens is, if you do retire with your MRA plus 10, you are going to see a reduction to your pension. That reduction is going to be 5% for every year you are under age 62. So if my MRA was age 57, and I retired at age 57 with 10 years of service, I would see a 25% reduction to my pension. And that stays exactly the same for the rest of my life. Now, I have another option. I could still retire at my MRA and 10 years of service, and I can do what's known as a postponed pension, which means I'm going to leave my federal role. I am going to retire, but I'm not going to access it until I am age 62. At age 62, I will pick up my pension. I will not pay that reduction or that fee. The only challenge with a postponed retirement is that I have to suspend my health benefits until I start that pension, meaning I would have to get my health benefits from somewhere else. Now, sometimes federal employees actually leave before they get to their MRA plus 10. They may not attain their MRA. So maybe you leave before that with 20 or 30 years of service. You are allowed to leave the federal government, but what you're going to do is have a deferred pension, which means I'm not going to be accessing a pension until I get to at least my minimum retirement age. Now, I'll give you an example for this. If I was 54 and I had 30 years of service and I wanted to leave my federal role, I could do that. I could wait till my MRA, which would, let's assume it's age 57. At 57 with 30 years of service, I would just turn on my pension. The challenge with a deferred pension is I actually lose my health benefits. And health benefits can be a really important part for federal employees in retirement. So please keep that in mind. But if you also do a deferred pension, and you had less than 30 years of service and turned it on at your MRA, you're going to face that same 5% penalty for every year you're under age 62. So when you're going to retire, whether you're going to include health benefits and whether or not you're going to see a reduction in your pension are three important things to consider. So if you would like help looking at your specific situation, we at Federal Benefits Made Simple would be happy to spend that time with you and take a look at exactly where you are and what retirement looks like for you.